Yeah, fans, we're here with Rick Morones Jr. He was the head trainer for James Kirkland during his fight against Canelo Alvarez. Rick, how's it going so far?
Good, man. Everything's really good.
Okay, so you're just coming off the biggest fight that you've been part of. Tell me about that fight, what you saw from the corner, James's performance. What do you think?
Well, I mean, as far as the performance, we got an F, so, I guess that's what we got. But, it is what it is, man. James struggled in the fight. He hadn't fought in a while. It showed. There was a lot of ring rust there. It was a lot of different things in the game. We only had 2.5 months to work, so, it was not much we could do. We did what we could with what we had. So, it is what it is, man. Like I said, Canelo came out, did what he had to do. In all respect to him, he won the fight. But, it's something. James has been boxing for 30 years already, He's accustomed to a style. He's used to a style. So no matter what you try to implement and what you try to teach in this game, you watch like the first, and it might be funny because it's just about maybe 30 seconds, but you see right off the bat what we were trying to do. The first 30 seconds of the fight, he's coming out and his head movement is just amazing, And I'm sticking in the corner. I'm like, okay, here we go. He's starting to work. As soon as the contact was made during the fight, he reverted back to the, coming at you, chin up in the air, wide shot. So, it's something, like I said, we just try to play it by every minute of the fight, did what we could, and we came up short, man. It happens. It's only got to be one winner in the fight.
And watching the fight, you saw that at times it looked like Kirkland had Canelo in trouble, had him up against the ropes. Was he taking advantage of that time, or do you think he was punching himself out a little?
I'll be honest with you, man. I thought Canelo did a hell of a job on the ropes. James had some good moments, when he was on the ropes, but at the same time, Canelo fights in spots. I'm not a big fan of saying he takes breaks or he's never in shape. I just think he fights at his pace. He fights in spots, And if you could see him when he was on the ropes, I'm screaming at James, trying to, for what he could hear, to be cautious when he was on the ropes, because Canelo fights off the ropes. He's real smart, and he sits there, plays possum a little bit, and all of a sudden he just explodes with quick, fast punches. So, it was one of them things. He caught James with the right uppercut, and that's something we talked about in the fighters meeting with Max Kellerman. He asked me what stood out to me, and I said that right uppercut and the right hands, man. We gotta kind of avoid those. But again, Canelo did what he had to do, man. He won. He's a great fighter, great champion, he's strong, he's an intelligent kid. So he did what he had to do.
Now you say that you only had 2.5 months to work with James. Why was it such a short notice for you to start working with him?
That's not too short notice. It's a typical training camp. There was a lot of things in camp that that we try to fix as we proceed during training camp. But it's hard. It's real difficult. Who's accustomed to already a style of fighting, and like I said, it was never a plans or intentions of changing him. It was just trying to work on that defense, work off the jab, keep his chin tucked in, and hey, it didn't work out. It happens. Like I said, in boxing, there's a winner and there's a loser. So.
Okay. Now, immediately after the fight, people wanted to start pointing fingers and saying, one comment that stood out to me was during the post-press conference. 50 Cent, his first comment was that he wants to get Kirkland back with Ann Wolfe as soon as possible. What did that make you feel coming that you just finished with that fight?
Hey, if Ann is the shoe fits better with Ann, then it fits better. It's like I said, boxing's a sport where, I have plenty of fighters, and none of my fighters, they're real intelligent fighters, they don't really fight like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from Ann, her and James are a made-to-be relationship, and I've said that from the beginning. However, I was given an opportunity, and, I wasn't going to turn it down. I was going to take my full ride with this opportunity and, roll the dice, and hopefully James came out victorious. And, but we knew, again, going into training camp, we weren't going to be able to change much of James. So, maybe Ann would have been able to motivate him more. Again, he never fought a Canelo. Glenn Tapia, and that's not taking away nothing from his opponent, but Glenn Tapia, Alfredo Angulo, they're the kind of guys, they'll bite down with you. Canelo's an intelligent fighter. Even when he does things that he don't look like he's doing such a good job at it, his mind's flowing and he's thinking about what he's going to do next. And that was the case, on the ropes, going back to that. So, like I say, maybe she would have been able to motivate him more. Who knows? Like I said, I'm not going to, I have a lot of love and respect for Ann. I've known Ann since I was young. So, again, I'm not going to worry about that. Robert Garcia called me. Terrence Crawford's trainer called me, and they gave me some real good encouragement, man, and some good words of wisdom, and I take that. Those are the words I take, So these are guys who have plenty of champions, not one fighter. They got plenty of guys, and their work shows. So that's the influence I'm taking. That's the criticism I take. So.
Yeah, I know you say that, but do you want to respond to Anne's comments that she made in an interview immediately following the fight? I think you referred to it at the beginning. I think it was her that said that y'all got an F. Do you want to respond to her comment? Or?
I mean, there's not much I'm going to say directly to Anne, but she gave me an F, like I said. So it's something that deep down in my heart, the people that know, we know what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, again, would she have made a difference? Who knows? I'm not going to sit here and say she would have or she wouldn't, because we don't know, because she wasn't in the corner that night. And at the moment, we did what we could with what we had. People keep throwing this, oh, he had no defense. He don't have no defense. He don't have a jab. That's him. That's been him for 30 fights. I didn't come in 2 months and said, hey, guess what? I'm about to teach your defense to be the worst defense ever. That's not, James is not my creation. James belongs to Ann Wolf.
To be working with James in the future, or do we know anything about that?
I don't know, but if I had to take a guess, I'd probably say not. I think might make a decision to go back with Ann. That's just my opinion. But like I said, it was, that's you come in my gym. I got 3 different fighters, all 3 with WBC, USMBC titles. All guys that came up with the struggle, and just their careers have turned around. I've got to work with a world champion. I've been mentored by some of the best trainers in the world. So people keep throwing this thing at rookie trainer. Just because they didn't know my name or my face is not familiar in the corner, doesn't mean I'm a rookie trainer. Because I've been here at the edge for a minute. It was just, this is probably the biggest stage you could say that I've been in.
Yeah.
So, it was something, like I said, it was something that we did what we could with what we had. We tried our best. James again, balls out effort. He fought his heart out. He came up short, and it happened. So I'm not sweating that, man. This weekend I'll be at a birthday party. I'll be in a moon bounce at Flips here in San Antonio. So I'm not even worried about it, man. It happened. We got to move on. Hopefully James has moved on, and whatever decision he makes, man. Me personally, as a friend now, I support it.
Okay, great. Well, we'll keep in touch with you and see where things go from here. You have anything else you want to say to the boxing fans out there, or anybody following you?
No, just, Morones Boxing here in San Antonio. You can follow me on Instagram, at Morones. Like I said, we got several fighters here, top fighters. Just got a kid got signed by Roy Jones. And, now working with the son of former 3-time world champion, Jorge Paez. Like I said, we got a lot of guys in here. We're just keeping the boat flowing, and we're trying to work. So, again, support James Kirkland always, because he always gives the fans what they want.
All right, great. Thank you for meeting with us.
You got it.